let's focus on the startup situation now. To any startup or anyone who wants to scale their business
Right.
and they're in the third year of the business, which is still considered a startup. Top 5 AI tools.
Yeah, I mean, so there are many, but just to pick a few, I probably would start with Claude.
Can I add the challenge to you?
Of course.
That would be on a unicorn level. There's a difference between getting around and moving forward. Malta Public Transport has taken one of the biggest steps yet. Every single bus in Gozo is now fully electric. Just imagine this, a whole island with no loud engines. Overall, it's cleaner and easier to move around the island. Whether you're heading to work, to school, to the ferry, or cross around Gozo, every ride is part of a bigger change. All this leads to a brighter and better future for Gozo. One bus ride at a time. Take the bus and move with the future.
A unicorn is a company that reaches $1 billion in valuation. And
From a startup.
That's a huge, often still privately owned. And that's a really huge challenge, but we're seeing more companies get there with less and less people, right?
55%, please note, is from the US.
Exactly.
Which is a big problem for Europe.
I agree.
Europe is 10%.
It comes back to this reality that whenever we have spare wealth, we don't put it in a startup and say, go, do something, change the world. We just go and buy an apartment on the front, which is nuts. We need to put more risk money into initiatives. So, so if you want to get to a unicorn stage, you need to scale really quickly. So AI can help you do that. So let's start with the reasoning, coding, and statistical work. I would bring in Claude, which is a product by Anthropic, and I would move all the basic coding and statistical activity into Claude. It's very, very good at that level of maths, and its codex capabilities are just second to none. For strategy, I would bring in OpenAI's ChatGPT. I think the latest model is really good. But what I would encourage you to use the tool for is adversarial thinking, which means the biggest problem of any founder, which stops them from scaling properly, is that they become segregated. They think that their idea is the best one, and they just keep going round in circles around it. Whilst the companies that scale have a lot of adversarial thinking, opposite ideas which come to the CEO or the founder and challenge him or her to say, but is this the only way to do it? Is there a better way to do it? Is there a cheaper way to do it? Is there a faster way to do it? So bring in OpenAI's ChatGPT, the latest paid model, and use it not as a friend, but as an adversarial thinking. I'm thinking of this. What's the opposite hypothesis? What could go wrong? What am I not seeing? What have other companies done and failed when they did that? Right? So you're using it to synthesize the leverage and operational knowledge that you don't have that it can give you by being adversarial. I think a third tool which I would recommend for market research is Perplexity. So we've got a really strong marketing engine within Perplexity. Every business needs to increase its outreach. So lead development, conversion into opportunities, pipeline management, execution of contracts. So you've got that whole workflow. Doesn't mean you don't need humans, but Perplexity can help you do market research, market penetration, competitor tracking. So what are my competitors doing? How did their price fluctuate? What are they publishing on their social media feeds? What financial data have they reported, right? And it will get all of that evidence. It will gather it. It will synthesize it. It will back it up with factual links. And then you could take a better informed decision as a founder. So Perplexity. I think for sales automation, which is ultimately an important part, as an alternative to Perplexity, I would consider Apollo. Apollo is a really good AI tool which does CRM enrichment. So CRM is a customer relationship management tool which allows our salespeople to get information about prospects that they want to sell to. So it could do outbound discipline intelligence. It could apply information to your pipeline to help you understand, is this deal real? Is this sponsor going to come true? Is this sale likely to get to contract? And it's been extremely effective even in European market intelligence, so Apollo. And as a final fifth tool, it's also a product by Anthropic. It's also got the name Claude, but it's quite different from it. It's called Claude Design. So I think they've reached something which is quite extraordinary, which is, human Figma level design capabilities. So when you're creating prototypes or you want to say, look, I want to build a 20-page app that looks like something that Apple could have designed, Claude Design that's going to do it. And the great thing is that it learns of your brand structure. So you could give it your brand manual, your typeface, your website. It could learn from any material which you provided. It could be a PDF, a website, HTML pages, even Word document for tone of voice management. So it is a fully, let's say, fledged AI tool which understands brand development and executes very good design. Now, that doesn't mean you replace the human judgment which is necessary. Often it could give you a very strong baseline to start from, and then you take it further from there. But it's a very, very, very good starting point for most companies that want to scale.